Welcome to Type S World Headquarters in Costa Mesa, California. I'm Jarod DeAnda. I'm known as the voice of Formula Drift because I've seen Type S light up the Formula Drift track for a few years. Now they're entering the LED off-road and utilitarian light market with Terra Pro by Type S. So I'm here to educate myself and you guys on the Terra Pro lineup as well as their brand new Terra Pro project vehicle. Let's step inside and meet Isaac of the Type S team. Isaac, what's going on, man?
It's going well. Thanks.
All right. So you are product marketing manager for Terra Pro by Type S. Now, first and foremost, where is Terra Pro available?
Terra Pro is currently available at select AutoZones and AutoZone.com.
Wow, that's great. It's easily accessible. Well, what is the intention with Terra Pro? Because there's a lot of LED lights out on the market. What's the intention with Terra Pro?
So Terra Pro is for the people looking to get into off-road or the utility truck drivers out there. Mm-hmm. What we were looking at doing is developing a line that was very cost-effective, good quality, and something that people can install on their own, or they can have a shop install. So it's very basic.
I like it. So it's accessible for somebody like me. You know, these are very soft hands, but maybe I can install them on the weekend, and you're not out there racing like Von Gittin Jr. or Lauren Healy. You're not pounding on your truck. Absolutely. And this is for somebody that's like a weekend warrior, maybe just getting into off-road and also utilitarian as well.
Absolutely. So this is for people looking to get into off-road. Maybe they have a side-by-side or RZR, they want to add some extra light to their trails. But also if you're a contractor, a plumber, you need some extra light on the job site. These are great items to do that. It's good quality and it's going to last a long time.
Let's walk through the light lineup in the Terra Pro by Type S, because many different options, many different applications, but all of them have the same features, which is?
So these are all great for all weather. They're all waterproof. So they're rated at least IP67 or 68. Mm-hmm. They're all going to have the die-cast aluminum heatsink, so it's going to increase the longevity of the light. And they all offer a 1-year warranty plus an additional warranty if you register on our website.
That's great. Good peace of mind for the light. You know it's going to light up the project or the trail or the road or wherever you're at. All right, we start with the smallest. We'll work our way to the largest. First and foremost, I'm seeing two 2-inch options.
Sure, so they're both going to be 18 watts. They both feature 1920 lumens, but the first one's a flush mount. So if you have a rear bumper, reverse light, it's great. They also have an interchangeable lens. Out of the box, it's going to be a spot beam pattern, but if you want a flood effect, you just put the polycarbonate lens on the light, which we include, and then you have the flood light pattern. So
it's going to disperse the light versus focusing in on whatever Absolutely. Project or trail you got. Moving on to the cube light as opposed to the flush mount, where would that be applied?
So the cube light's great for A-pillar.
And then next up, the 4x2 spotlight, a little larger, but also different light patterns.
So this one is purely going to be a spot beam, but it's got a built-in DRL beam across the top. So it's going to be really nice for A-pillar application. It's got 1350 lumens, very bright, and the wattage is 18.5.
Next, let's take a look at the 4-inch options. We got round or we have square. Are you a square or round guy?
I'm a round guy.
I'm definitely square. I'm boxier. So all joking aside, to each their own and whatever application you got. Speaking of applications, what's the wattage? What's the lumens on these two lights?
These are great if you want to have them maybe on your front bumper or maybe on the back of your roof rack. So specs amongst both of them are going to be the same. They both are going to feature a flood beam pattern. They're both going to be 36 watts and they offer 3,600 lumens.
And then boom, moving up 2 inches larger, the 6-inch flood/spotlight.
So this is going to feature a flood and spot beam pattern simultaneously, 42 watts. 7,200 lumens, very bright, but you're going to put this maybe on your roof or your front bumper.
Yeah, it looks utilitarian. Lets everyone know I like the blue ring. This is a standout light in more ways than one. It looks really good. Absolutely. All right, moving from kind of the more compact, we go to the slim or the double row. Now, I mean, why wouldn't you go with double row? Why would you go with slim? What's kind of the difference here?
It's really up to you and where you want to use the light. We offered the slim one if you want a really low profile design, maybe on your front bumper or maybe on your hood or roof. But the slim profile is going to be reduced wind resistance, so the sound is going to be minimal. 5,400 lumens, 60 watts, and the beam pattern is going to be more of a spot or driving light. So it's going to be very focused light so you can see down the road.
Speaking of flavor, bam, this is the highest lumen within Terra Pro right now, but what are some features here?
So this one features 16,400 raw lumens, so very bright. It's going to feature a combo beam pattern, so it's going to be spot and flood simultaneously. Great application for your roof, your front bumper, wherever you want to put it. All these kits include mounting brackets and hardware.
So without further ado, let's check it out in its OE form before APG gets a hold of this thing, the Terra Pro Ford Ranger. Isaac, here is the all-new Ford Ranger in its OE form. I'm really glad they brought the Ford Ranger back in the truck lineup, but we're going to elevate it quite a bit. So let's talk about this build and what we're going to adorn this with. First and foremost, the Terra Pro lights.
So starting on the front, we're going to feature four 4-inch pods, and we're also going to have 2 2-inch floodlights. The A-pillars are going to feature the 4x2 spotlights, all spot. It's got the DRL, so that DRL will be on all the time, but you're going to get nice, crisp focus light. So we're going to have 6-inch driving lights. Great light output. Right behind those, we're going to have 2 14-inch slim light bars shining to the rear, so the roof is going to be definitely lit up. So out back, we're going to have 2 more 4-inch lights.
And those are going to be housed in APG because APG is a partner on this truck.
So APG is doing the mid-runner kit for suspension, and they're also providing the front and rear bumpers.
The APG mid-runner suspension kit features King racing shocks, so that just, like you say, just elevates it a little bit more. So it can be a mall, you know, they call them mall crawlers,
Yeah.
or it could be out in Johnson Valley.
Absolutely. It's definitely an aspirational build.
What kind of tires do we run on the corners?
So these are going to run the Falcon Wild Peak MTs, and those are going to be wrapped in the RTR Tech 6.
And then let's talk about the grille with the signature LED from RTR, also the RTR fender flares, and the RTR grille are replacing these Ranger XLT. Also, Mount-Tune will be hopping up the performance with some Go Fast goodies. It's a nice little package, man.
It's a great little package. It's something that anyone could put together.
Thank you so much, Isaac. And next time we see this truck, after APG gets their hands on it, it's definitely going to be one heck of a build via Terra Pro. Isaac, so good to be back here with you, Type S World Headquarters. And man, look at the evolution of the truck. This is great. Last time I saw it was an OE form. We talked about it, kind of all the renderings, putting it all together. And now, boom, executed very nice. How did it perform out in Moab?
It absolutely kicked butt in Moab. This truck did above and beyond what we expected it to do from a lighting standpoint. The lights were bright, they hit the trails, the dunes, ran into some tree branches, they performed, nothing broke. So overall, we're very pleased. They performed just like we expected them to.
Yeah, and the great attribute about this truck is I think this is a very approachable build. It doesn't have the big wide body fenders. The functionality is there from the RTR wheels, the Falcon, the King shocks. I mean, you know, the Mount-Tune. APG did a great job, so congratulations to you. And another great thing about Terra Pro is it's price point driven. And you're not going to break the bank, but you're still going to get quality and durability.
Absolutely, and you'll be able to do that with Terra Pro. Like you said, without breaking the bank, you can go to your local AutoZone, pick up the parts, go home, install them, and you can do it incrementally if you want, over time. It doesn't matter, you know, it's aggressive price points that anyone looking to get into off-road will really enjoy using Terra Pro.
Cool, well, give me the keys, let's take this thing out. And of course, if you can't find the lights at your local AutoZone, you can always go to AutoZone.com.